Hi Pisces, this is your reading for February 2023. My name's Hayley and welcome to HR Astrology Services. I've already laid out your cards on the spread. It just helps me to read a little better really when I meditate on them for a while, and you don't need to see me doing all of that. So I've laid your cards out on the spread, but I will be pulling from another couple of decks that I have here also. Flip the energy if you need to. Energy works two ways, so it can go either way. So if you feel that I'm describing a role that suits your person better, then that's your person's role, and vice versa. Gender is fluid. There's no such thing as gender in tarot. So if I describe someone as a knight, it doesn't necessarily mean that they are masculine. It could be that they just carry masculine energy. So it could very much be a female that carries the masculine energy of a knight. So with that being said, let's just get on with the reading. I feel like you have met somebody in the past that you had an encounter with. So we have the Ace of Rods. Now, this is showing up in the past position, and the Ace of Rods really talks about arousal. It can talk about a sexual encounter in its singular form. So think of things like one-night stands. This is just something that really kind of got your blood pumping and got you flowing. If you can see, the card's very phallic, so it does represent the male phallus. So I feel like you may have had an encounter with somebody in the past, and I feel like this person has caught some feelings. So right in the middle of your spread, we've got the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands. Now, this person may have a reputation for being somewhat of a player, someone that likes to play the field, someone that likes to be here, there, and everywhere, somebody that is very kind of difficult to pin down. And they may even have a reputation of being somebody that's very difficult to pin down. They're not usually someone that's prone to be in relationships. They pursue relationships, but I don't necessarily think that they stick around for too long. They may split when things start to get more serious, when they feel that, I'm hearing like a bit of a commitment for. This is someone who doesn't want to commit themselves fully because there's lots of, this is someone that likes to keep their options open, basically. However, I do feel like in the past you've had an encounter with this person, and to their surprise, they've caught some feelings for you, because this Knight of Cups really talks about coming forward, movement of the emotions, something being stirred up inside somebody. It's a very dreamy card, and it's very what's the word I'm looking for? I feel like this person's really kind of surprised by the fact that they've caught feelings here, because this is not something that they usually do. This is someone who is quite relentless in their pursuing of people, but I feel like in this case they've caught themselves in some feelings. Basically, those feelings are towards you. So whatever it is that you did in the bedroom to this person, it's really got them thinking, oh my God, I want more of that. And they're coming back with their cup and saying, fill it up, fill it up, fill it up. So it's almost like this person really, I think they want to come back around. I definitely think that they want to see you again. I don't think that this is somebody that you've got maybe a history with, in it, like a great history. I think this is something relatively new, and I feel like this is somebody that you maybe met whilst you was out. You enjoyed your time that you spent with them, with the Sun card showing up here. So the Sun card's all about pleasures, enjoyment, relaxing. Like, look at the card is like children playing in the garden. So it was very freeing. I feel like there was a lot of comfortability between the two of you. The Sun card is really the best card in the spread. So I think like you really enjoyed this person's presence, and I feel like that enjoyment was mutual. Someone feels really comfortable in this dynamic. I think there is a lot of passion here, because this spread is literally littered with wands and fire. But I feel like somebody's acting on their emotions, and they're actually taking steps to come towards you, because the Knights are all about action. This is someone's emotions in action, and this is someone's physical body. This is someone's spirit. It's almost like there's an urge there for them to come out and say, look, I feel like this, or I want this from you, or, can you give this to me? It's kind of a bit like that. So I feel like someone's acting on their emotions here, and they're trying to come towards you because You've lit a little fire under this person's ass. I really think that we've got the 10 of Wands here, so I feel like this person's feeling really burdened at the moment. And the reason why I think that is because you've got the Four of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles talks about blocking someone out. Now, yes, it does talk about financial stability. It talks about, things kind of coming into alignment in the physical world. And I think in the future, that's going to happen. But I do feel like you're in this energy now of, you've got all your ducks in a row. This is someone who's got all their ducks in a row. They are very, very practical. This is someone who knows how to invest wisely, and they don't pay into things that they don't feel is going to bring them anything back. So I don't know if you see potential in this person. I do feel like you're a little bit blocked off to him at the moment. You may be focusing on work, throwing yourself into your studies. It's almost like you've got this plan. You've got this plan for the future, and it's almost like you're holding this vision, especially with the Emperor showing up here. So the Emperor is Aries energy. Again, Emperor, Aries energy rules the head, and it talks about planning, making a plan, formulating a plan. And this is a plan in regards to the physical, real world. So someone may have a plan. They may come towards you with some type of a proposition. Now, again, like I said, I'm not sure if you're going to accept this, just simply because I feel like you're in a bit of a stable place at the moment in life. It's almost like you're not wanting anything to rock the boat. So as much as you're going out and enjoying yourself and letting your hair down and being, spontaneous and, just living on the wild side a little bit, I think it's just kind of like not taking life too seriously and just going about your business and like, que sera, what will be, will be. It's a kind of like that energy. And this person, it's almost like you met this person when you was out or whatever. It doesn't really matter. And you may have had an encounter with them where you slept with them or you invited them back to your house or that you went back to theirs or whatever. And I really feel like this person's you could have been friends with this person as well with the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is known to be a little bit friendly. It can be a little bit over friendly sometimes and it's a bit annoying or whatever. So this could be somebody that's maybe had their eye on you for a while, but now they're wanting to take moves towards you because you have actually, I feel like the two of you have shared passion. In the past, I feel like this is someone that you maybe slept with. I mean, this could have had a bit of time in between as well. So it's not really necessarily something that happened yesterday or last week. It's just somebody that you have had interaction with. I feel like this person's been sat thinking about how they can come towards you. They've been a bit uncertain as to whether they want to offer you this relationship or this offer or this, they might even just be coming around to say, look, let's hang out more. Let's kind of spend a bit more time together. I feel like they're wanting to invest more emotion into this situation rather than it being purely physical like it has been in the past. It's almost like they're wanting to open up the heart. I do feel like there is a reluctance here because, again, these knights are heavily armoured. So, this isn't something that's established and, like, set in stone. This is kind of like I want to give it a go. But, like I said, it's this uncertainty of it might not work out. It might. It's a bit like it's not up in the air, but it's a bit wishy-washy and a little bit like, one step forward, two steps back. And I feel like this person's really kind of hesitant is the word I'm trying to say. This person's hesitant to come towards you with this offer. It may be because they can see that I feel like they view you as someone that is high functioning, someone that really kind of has the shit together, someone that is really kind of maturing when it comes to what they want in their life and value. It's not like, I feel like this person may feel like you are someone who really knows what they want from life. You may have been very, very dead certain with them, or you may have mentioned something or said, this is what I'm going to do. This is my plan. It's almost like you've got it all figured out. And this person's like, oh, well, if I come towards them, are they going to accept my offer? And am I just going to end up looking like a fool? It's a bit like, so there has been uncertainty, but they do really enjoy your company with this Sun card. This is the card of Leo. Leo's all about the lovers. It's all about sexual partners again. So it's hinting at that sexual connection that the two of you have shared. It's all about really just doing something because you enjoy it. So I feel like this person just simply enjoys being around you. They like soaking up your energy. They like to embrace you as well. It's almost like with open arms. I feel like this person feels really, really comfortable in your environment. When they're around you, it's almost like it's this very, you are a warm, nurturing person, and this person really enjoys that about you. It's almost like they find that quite magical, they find that quite magnetic, which is Pisces. Pisces are very, very alluring. So yeah, I'm not sure if you're really feeling this connection, and the reason why I'm saying that is because the Emperor's coming up here, and the Emperor again is the one with the plan. It's the man with the plan. Like, this is someone that seems to have the shit together. They sat very comfortably on that throne. It's almost like they're not really worried about much. They're just seated in life, and this is someone that takes every day as it comes, and anything that they come up against, it's almost like it's not a problem for them to deal with it. It's like they're very much in control of themselves. They know what they're able to do and not do. Like, they know what their capacities are. And this person views you like this. They view you as someone who is very, very structured, or very methodical, or very like, there's always a plan with you. You're always doing something, so that might excite this person. It's almost like you've always got some idea, or there's always something at play, or there's always something going on in your life. That might be why they're reluctant to come forward with this offer. One thing to mention is they're not actually coming forward with a pentacle. Now, the pentacle tends to be the most solid of all the suits. What they're offering is emotion and also passion, which is great. That's nice in a relationship, but is it going to be anything that's worthwhile? Is it going to be anything that's valuable? Because if it's not, I don't think that you're going to be interested. The Four of Pentacles really talks about not wanting to make any sudden moves. It's almost like, look, I've just got my shit together, and now here you come making this offer, and it could completely just ruin everything. I feel like you've really been putting your time, energy, and effort into something, and you've been recognised for it as well with the Sun here. You've been applying yourself. You've really kind of leveled up in certain areas of your life. You've really kind of been putting in the work. You may have been collaborating with people and kind of going out more, and and just kind of getting together with people more. And I feel like this person's kind of realizing that there is more to you than what they initially thought. Maybe they was happy just to keep it as like a bit of a fling situation, a casual hookup and meet up situation. But it's almost like the more they've sat in your energy, they're kind of realizing that you do kind of have your shit together. The Emperor is someone that could be a boss. It could be somebody that has their own business. If not, it's just somebody that's very valued within their employment or their position. Let's just say that they usually tend to be someone in a position of authority, which is why it kind of lends itself to self-employment, because it's like you are the director, you're telling people what to do. They see you as a leader, someone that's not afraid to take charge. I feel like these are all traits that this person finds really attractive about you. You're very much somebody that will just kind of grab the bull by the horns. You're not, there's a fearlessness about you that this person, it really turns them on. It's exciting. They may not be like this themselves. This may be somebody who is a little bit timid, I'm hearing, with this Knight of Cups. This could be someone who is a little bit timid, who does harbour some, I wouldn't say like out and out fears. This is not someone that sits at home, with the blinds down and, agoraphobia and all of that. I mean, there might be, but it's almost like this person is quite timid in a way. I wouldn't say shy, but it's also, this person doesn't really, they're not as open and honest with their emotions as they could be, or with people as they could be, because there's always this kind of second guessing themselves, so it makes them like a little more reserved, whereas you're not like that. You are someone that will just go out on a whim. I don't care, what will be will be. There could be quite a recklessness to you as well with this Emperor card, because Aries are known to be pretty reckless, so that's just something to bear in mind. Like, they are quite impulsive, so if you're feeling quite impulsive, that might just be something to keep an eye on, really. I mean, impulsivity is good, but it's also, it can be to a detriment as well. Yeah, this person's starting to feel a little bit burdened by the fact that they are so attracted to you as well. Again, by this desire or this want to come towards you. It's almost like they're at this point where it's like, look, do I just kind of let the cat out the bag and tell this person exactly how I feel, and like it's almost like hit after hit after hit after hit. Or do I just completely let this situation go and walk away from it? Because we have got the Fool here, and the Fool just talk about, brand new beginnings and kind of leaving the past in the past and not letting it weigh you down and that kind of thing. So this person, they may want, I feel like this person is someone that does like their freedom. I feel like this is someone that does like to, just pick up and go whenever they want to. They're not really someone that thinks too deep about what their next step is. And I feel like they live for the moment as well. So, this whole interaction that you had in the past was them living in the moment. And I think it was a little bit of the same for you as well. However, what they wasn't expecting were these little bits of feelings to start kicking up with this Knight of Cups. It's almost like I feel like this person has tried to maybe walk away from this situation. It's almost like they've tried to get over it and be like, oh, let's not be silly, let's just carry on doing what we're doing and not really pay no mind to it because it's stressful and it's kind of like getting me down a little bit. But I do feel like this person really replays that encounter that you had with them over and over and over again, and it's kind of causing a sense of discomfort for them. I feel like you really arouse this person. It's causing them a sense of discomfort, and they may even be experiencing that in places where they're having to hide themselves. So let's say, for example, they were at work and the thought of the interaction that the two of you had pops into the mind. It's almost like it's setting them off and they're having to hide that. So that's really funny. I am also seeing blue balls as well. So this person could be experiencing blue balls because of the, they keep recalling this instance that the two of you have shared. And it's almost like it's kind of, it's not getting them into trouble, but it is getting them into trouble because they're trying to, remain modest. Let's just put it that way. I feel like this person has gone through some type of transformation when it comes to you. I feel like you may have changed their worldview. You may have changed the way that this person sees things now as well. This is Scorpio energy. Scorpio is all about sex. Again, this is like a sex that's changed something. Something has changed in this person, and that thing is you. You have, and I'm going to pull some more clarifiers just to see what other energy we can get, but I really feel like this person sees something in you. I feel like this person has changed since they met you, or, their encounter that they had with you has changed. Take it as it resonates, but there has been, this is a card of the ego death. It doesn't necessarily mean death. It can mean ego death of the way, of the old ways, the way that somebody used to be. But it also rules the orgasm as well, because that once upon a time was known as the little death. That's how it was described. So I feel like this person really wants to change this situation and transform it so that it works in their favour. I feel like this person is at a point where they're really ready to kind of call an end to the way that they used to be. Potentially, if this person was a player or this person is somebody that has a reputation for kind of getting about, if you know what I mean, like this is someone that's for the streets, basically, especially with the Emperor showing up, and the Sun card. It's almost like there's very, very potent sexual energy going on here, and I feel like this person carries this energy, but they caught some feelings when the two of you, they was expecting it to be exactly the same as every other person that they bump into who is willing to have sex with them, basically. But then when they met you, it's almost like that passion really slowed down, and it's a bit like, whoa. And I'm getting like the vision of, when you watch films and it kind of zooms out and it's a little bit trippy. I feel like this person was very trippy. It was almost like psychedelic. It was just a bit like, wow, like, is this actually really happening? And it was weird for them to comprehend because they never do that. It's like this is someone that just kind of goes boom, 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 boom. But with you, it's almost like that really it's almost like I'm hearing like stuck in the mud. So if that could be relevant to somebody. But it really kind of shifted their perspective, and I don't think that this person was expecting this. It's really, yeah, we've got Page of Cups here, and all Lovers underneath, and Queen of Swords. So we've got the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups talks again about someone really looking at their emotions, looking at their feelings. This is a card of sensitivity. This is a card of that inner child. It's a card of it rules the water sign, so you could be dealing with the water sign, but it's very much, again, unexpected. This person didn't, you know, can you see the little fish in the cup? It's almost like, oh, what's that? So there's this very unexpected emotional happening in this person. It's really got them in the head. It's really got them thinking about you, and it's got them considering coming towards you to tell you and just say, like, look, this is how I'm feeling. I can't stop thinking about you. I can't stop thinking about the night we spent together. I really enjoyed your company. I love being around you. I like that you've got all your shit together. Like, you're somebody that knows what they want, and I think I'm falling in love with you. The Lovers is a card of communication, so somebody could be coming in to tell you, look, I love you, I do. Are you going to reciprocate the energy though? Queen of Swords, I'm not 100% certain. The Queen of Swords is someone who speaks very truthfully and very directly, and she can be considered quite cold as well. It's almost kind of like when you go to a mother for advice and she says, well, do you know what, it's your life, but if it was me, so she's kind of giving advice, but she's kind with it, but she's stern with it as well. So you may be setting some boundaries with this person, or you may be saying, look, if this is going to happen, this is how it needs to happen. Or look, have you seen things from this perspective? Like, think about what you're saying here. It's almost like you're really trying to make this person see some sense by communicating with them truthfully and honestly and saying, look, do you think this is a situation that could work? I've been hurt a lot in the past. I'm not trying to get to that place again. I've got to the point where my life's finally working for me, and it's, you know, things seem to be happening and picking up, and, you know, my finances are improving, my energy levels are kind of stable. Are you just going to come in and completely just sidesweep that? So I do feel like you're actually thinking about this very, very seriously, actually, and you're considering, or you will be when this person comes in. If this is your reading and it's resonating, please like, share and subscribe so that I can keep creating these readings. But I'll be interested to know if this is your reading. So we've got some, I'm just going to pull some cards here from another deck that I've got, and then I'll pull some from a deck that I created for myself. Sorry, my son came home from school then. So I'm pulling some cards from this deck. We've got the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords talks about leaving something behind. It talks about an ending. It talks about, it's kind of like a finality as well with this Ten of Swords. This is someone that's walking away from this situation. Knight of Swords and the Fool. So lots and lots of air energy. Now, this is really, really talking about the conversation that I've just mentioned. You know, the fact that you're going to be having serious words with this person. You're going to be asking them to think about things clearly and logically and rationally. And I don't think that you're going to buy into this situation with the Ten of Swords. You know, maybe this person betrayed you in the past. If this is somebody that you know, because I did feel in the beginning that this is someone that you've never met, or you don't really have a history with. But now that the Lovers has come up with this Queen of Swords, it's really kind of, this could be just for a few people, but if you have been dealing with this person, then I feel like this person may have hurt you quite a lot in the past, just with their player ways with this Knight of Rods. This is someone, like I said, is for the streets. Maybe they had multiple options. Maybe you weren't the only one. Maybe you tried to convey your feelings to this person and it just didn't hit home. This is someone that wasn't really interested in maybe settling down. And I feel like you've decided maybe to walk away from this and say, look, if that's how you feel, do you know what I mean? Let's just leave it. Let's just not do this no more. I feel like when you pull back on your energy, or when you did pull back on your energy, then this is when this person really wanted to pursue you. This is someone that wants to come you know, this is someone that has something to say. This is someone that wants to come forward. They want to be, you know, speak the truth and say, look, this, it's very kind of abrupt, this Knight of Swords energy. It's almost like this is someone that doesn't hold back. There could be some type of an argument when this person comes towards you with an offer and you say, well, slow down, let's just consider things for a moment here, let's just think about this. I feel like this person, because they're not getting the reaction that they'd probably hoped for, which was you all embracing, all encompassing, they kind of get a little bit shirty with you. They may want to try and start some type of an argument and be like, look, I've come all this way to talk to you, to tell you this is how I feel. And, you know, you're just being a bitch. This is what, you're just being a bitch. Like, you're not even really listening to what I'm saying. You're not hearing it. It's just like, I feel like you may have even had enough of this person's shit. If this is somebody that you've been dealing with, this is feeling like a past energy. This is feeling like an ending of a relationship. And this now is feeling like somebody that wants to move on away from it. And it's really kind of getting this fire started inside somebody. I think Aquarius had a similar reading, actually. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius, but it's just like, this is somebody that's really kind of making a beeline. It's like, no, it's almost like now or never, this person's going to come towards you. And I think it's because they realise that you're not sticking around. It's almost like you're not sticking around. This encounter that you had with this person, let's say this is someone that you do have a history with, because I'm reading for lots of people. The encounter that you had with them, the last physical encounter that you had, or the last sexual encounter that you had with this person, has forced them to self-reflect and to think about how they've treated you, how they've been treating you, kind of how they've, you know, what their feelings are for you, basically. It's forced them to change their ways, or at least it's forced them to look at how they are in general, like what kind of person they are. Do they want to continue being this person? It's kind of pulled up a lot of questions for this person's, you know, this is change and this transformation that's happened off the back of all of this. We've got the Fool here, and again, Fool's come up twice. So this person could have been a fool. They could feel like they've been foolish for sleeping on you. You could feel like this person's taking you for a fool. Really kind of take it how it resonates, because I feel like someone's releasing this. I feel like someone's letting go. There is somebody here that wants just a complete brand new start. And I feel like this is you. I feel like this is you just saying, you know, you've been running around like a damn fool, doing whatever, like a dog with two dicks, basically, doing whatever you want with whoever you want and expecting me just to stick around and just deal with it. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm letting it go. I'm releasing this. Like, there you go. You know, it's almost like you're saying, like, you know, back to the streets. See you later. You're letting go of this person. I feel like you've kind of got their number, so to speak. It's like, I know, I figured you out now. I know what you're about. I know who you are. I know what you get up to. I know exactly the type of life you want to be living. And that's just not me. You know, I feel like whatever it is that you've been working on is far too valuable for you to let this person come in and just kind of just rock you to your core, basically. I feel like that's yeah, I don't know. I feel like this guardedness coming. Yeah, exactly. Queen of Pentacles. You're showing up as the Queen of Pentacles. This is someone who is very persistent, actually. This is someone that just tried for a long time to yield the results that they want. So you may have tried for a long time with this person, maybe, to try to nurture the situation, to try to bring it into being, to try to grow from it, to try to kickstart something solid, something stable with this person. But I feel like they were so distracted by all the other options that they had that they just failed to realize the value in you as a person. So I'm going to pull a few cards from the deck that I have here. Friendship. So this could have been a friends with benefits situation. This could be why you actually do know and you've had interaction with this person. Maybe you were friends with this person before and then you had sex with them, or you know, you just want to be friends with this person. It's almost like you're saying, like, no bad blood, I get where you're coming from, blah blah blah, but you know, I'd rather just remain friends. Like, this is not gonna Because again, like you've got this blocked off energy. It's almost like you're protecting your heart and you're saying, look, let's just keep it friendly. Let's just keep it amicable. Let's just kind of not invest too much into the situation and just kind of see what comes from it. I don't think that you're too fussed by this, to be honest with you. I don't think this is something that you're going to be picking up with, quickly. I think it's, I feel like this could potentially be something that grows with this Queen of Pentacles. You could be willing to invest into it, but I just don't see that, to be honest. This is the end, isn't it? So this is the end, isn't it? So there may be some realization that this is the end, especially with that Ten of Swords coming up that we saw. You're ready to walk away from this situation. Some of you are you're just done. You're just like, no, I'm not sticking around anymore. There's really nothing here for me. It's quite barren, I'm hearing, and I have the biggest crush on you. So yeah, this person, like I said, probably thinks about you when it's not appropriate. They're getting themselves into a little bit of trouble, but I feel like they keep going over this particular encounter inside the head. It's kind of stirring up all sorts of feelings, and they're realizing that now they are actually really attracted to you. You are somebody that they find highly desirable. There is emotion there is feeling there, but I just feel like this person took too much time to bring this into fruition, basically. And it's like, whilst they've been doing that, you've been getting on with your own shit. You've been doing, your thing, basically. This is someone who's seated very comfortably in life at the moment. I just think that it's going to take someone pretty amazing to change that for you. So I'm going to get some advice from the universe. This is the final card. If you like this reading, then please, like I said, like, share and subscribe. It's always great to try to get these messages out for people, for those that need to hear them. We've got, there is nothing, can't speak. There is nothing sexier than my authentic truth. So I feel like this person is seeing you living your best life at the moment. It's almost like you are really relaxed in who you are. You're being really authentic. They may have even viewed you as that, that you are this really authentic person, like you are genuine, and that's really, really attractive. And this is what I was getting with this Sun card. Like, this person is really comfortable around you. They love your energy. Like, they just soak it up. This is what I'm saying. Like, they just soak it all up, and they find it really sexy because it's very, very genuine. It's not like you sit there with your, you know what I mean, and your lips pouted and all of that. It's almost like this, your energy, it cannot be replicated. It cannot be faked. It's almost like there is, you're not a fake person. You're someone that's very, very genuine, and that's sexy because it's very hard to find. And maybe this person has been coming up against a lot of the same for quite some time, so you maybe caught them off guard a little bit, and that's where these emotions have crept in. So that's your reading, Pisces. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be putting these readings out every month. Subscribe and you'll be notified when anything new is uploaded. I will be doing a few pick a card. I've got some things up my sleeve, so some pick a card readings and pick a deck readings and, love readings, just all sorts, really. So yeah, subscribe, like, share it, head over to Facebook, have a look at my services that I provide. If you want to book, you can book through Facebook. There is instructions on there. I am an astrologer also, so if you want me to look into a birth chart, a natal chart, a sinister chart, anything like that, I can do that also. And look out for the astrology playlist coming up soon, because I'll be working on that shortly as well. And until next time, Pisces, take care.